There is a lot of dating advice on the internet right now, but the problem is not just that a lot of them are ineffective, a lot of them are toxic. Unfortunately, the reason you might still be struggling with your relationships is because you still uphold some of these dating tips and rules. So in today's video, I'm going to be exposing 5 of such popular dating advice that sound progressive, but in real life, they are ruining your relationships. The first one is don't date to marry. This sounds very liberating at first until you realize you're just giving your time, your energy, and your emotions to someone just for vibes. Are you for real? Like, I get it. You don't have to pressure yourself into thinking that every dating or courting experience has to lead to marriage. However, not having marriage as the end goal is just an open door into a situationship where you have optional commitment, but you're still in an environment that allows you to develop emotional attachment. A combination of both of these things is a recipe for confusion. Now, I'm not saying you need to pressure yourself into thinking you have to get married to anyone you're in a relationship with, but know this and know peace. Dating with intention is not desperation. It will save your time and it will save you from a lot of drama. The second of such advice is don't be too available. And it comes in a lot of variants, like play hard to get, keep them guessing, let them chase you. Regardless of how it is coined and twisted, all of this advice is telling you to be emotionally confusing on purpose. And believe it or not, it is a toxic behavior. I've seen a lot of people miss out on great partners because they were giving mixed signals. Like, the idea of giving mixed signals might sound exciting, but in the long run, you're going to miss out on potentially great partners because your stand is not clear. I'm not saying you need to throw yourself at people or get yourself too emotionally attached to people that you've not known for long. But in the case where you found some common ground on which you think this relationship might progress, don't give mixed signals. Let them know that you're actually considering the relationship, but you're taking your time. And there are various ways to do that. You don't have to act borderline disrespectful or act like you're not interested just because you want the other person to chase you. Honestly speaking, nobody has to chase anybody to love them. As a chaser, are you not worried that you literally had to force someone into loving you? I honestly don't think that mixed signal is worth chasing. And as they chased, I guess it sounds exciting, but this kind of things eventually backfire. Another dating advice I find really problematic is the concept of making someone obsessed with you. Like all those advice that say how to make someone obsessed with you, how to make, first of all, my problem is not even with the people who give this advice. My problem is, why does this advice even exist? Because it only exists because people are asking this question. Like, why exactly do you want to be somebody's addiction? Or does obsession have a different meaning in the context of a relationship? Because as far as I know, obsession with anything has never been healthy. So this idea of making someone obsessed with you is a propaganda I am never falling for. It sounds cute until you have to respond the minute they text you, or you can't freely talk to people of the opposite gender because they can't share you with someone else, or they start to stalk you in person or even on the internet, monitoring your likes, your comments, your shares, or any form of engagement you make on social media. I'm sorry to say, this is not giving love, it is giving crime documentary. But honestly though, you should never desire a love that is obsessive. People should love you genuinely enough to allow you some autonomy. Relationships should not take away your freedom. You should not feel choked just because you're in love. So you see all those advice about how to make them obsessed, and some people even take it a step further, how to make them madly obsessed. Oh God, please throw them into the trash. We're not practicing witchcraft. Please, at this point, tap the like button so this video can reach to as many people as possible who need to come out of the shackles of this kind of advice. Another dating advice that sounds intelligent but actually is not a very smart one is don't tell them what you want because they will fake it. What do you mean? I find this to be a very ridiculous piece of advice because it is one of the major reasons why people break up at some point for something that should have made them not see ever again after the first time they met. You meet someone and you think you've got potentials with this person. Instead of you to create an opportunity for you to talk about certain things that might be negotiable and non-negotiables for you, so that you know if you're going ahead or you guys are stopping right there. But no, you want to appear mysterious. This is just like visiting a restaurant and ordering food. When you get there, you have the intention of being served a good meal. You still have to tell them what particular meal to serve you. But by telling them what meal you want to be served, you're not telling them what recipe to use. You're not telling them what ingredients to use. You just tell them what you want and they cook it and serve it. You decide if it was a good meal or not and if you want to come back there or not. In the same way, you cannot just be in a relationship with someone just for vibes. This is an opportunity for you to know them and find out if they are suitable for you or not. Why are you not trying to find out from the beginning of the relationship if it is a good one for you or not? I understand that people can be pretentious, but hear me out. Telling people exactly what you stand for and what you want out of a relationship will not automatically make them the perfect fit. That you tell someone that you want someone who will be committed to you will not automatically make them someone who is committed. Some people can try to be committed just to prove to you that they're the best choice for you, but the decision is still for you to make if they are committing to you in the way that makes sense to you. People can serve you what you want, but the packaging or the way it's presented might not be what you want, and in that case you can decide that this is not the best fit for you. But completely saying you will not tell them what you want just because you want to find out how evil they can be is low-key malicious. Plus, why are you okay with someone who could potentially manipulate you into thinking they are right? Another advice I find really dumb is be with someone who likes you more than you like them. What does this even mean? I'm genuinely curious. Why should they love you more than you love them? What makes you the priority? So what if the other person is also looking for who will love them more than they do? It already sounds chaotic. This is supposed to be a relationship, not a power tussle. Why do you think it's okay to care less or pretend to care less for a relationship you truly care about? Yes, I use the word pretend because a lot of people are actually pretending they don't care when they are actually heads over heels in love just because they want to maintain their ego. If you think you're doing the other person, you're actually doing yourself, because the moment they sense the manipulation, they will zoom off. And the moment they zoom off, you start to get more interested. It's at that point you now start to say they never really truly cared. If they loved, they will stay. My dear, nobody is staying where they're not loved these days. So if you love someone, show it. If you want commitment with them, let them know that you're committed to them. If you don't want them or if you don't like them enough, let them go. Let everybody go and find their own soulmates. Let me know in the comment section what other popular dating advice appears good on the surface but is actually toxic. In the meantime, share this video to as many people as possible, and do well to check out this video where I talked about brutally honest truths you need to know in your 20s. See you in my next video. Bye.